Hey everyone, it's Evie here, and I'm going to do a quick unboxing video. I might have to put some headset on. Hold on. Gives everybody a few minutes to get on if they're going to get on. I am very well aware that I am talking right into the live chat, or Kelly from Truth is Stories live chat. Hey, that I'm probably talking in the middle of Kelly from Truth and Stories live chat. So I'm going to try to make this a quick unboxing video, but if people want to watch both, that's fine too. And I understand. I haven't heard much about this deck. This one is a Paulina Cassidy deck. I love Paulina Cassidy. I think one of the next decks I'm going to try to get on my wish list from her is the Je la Vive Tarot. I forgot that deck's name. Yeah. I know Kelly's live. Tigers Abyss. I should have known better. But so I I haven't heard this deck come out. It probably is in my deck buying band thing. But I came from Berkeley Springs, West Virginia, doing a psychic fair, and the psychic fair is like, it kind of is good. It was good. The reading that I got was good, but it was not my favorite. Too many people on her channel. I can understand. She's getting a lot of people on her channel now, and it's kind of hard to get a word in edgewise with her and everything that's been going on in her channel lately. It makes me sad because I still love Kelly from Truth and Story. This one's a Llewellyn deck, apparently. I didn't know that, and I am going to go ahead and open the cards. Ooh! So it's one of these flip open boxes, like so. I love anything that's fairies, yes. I do too. I love fairies. That's not a lot of cards, though. How many cards was this in this deck? It was like 50 cards, 40 cards. Anything under 50 cards, usually for an Oracle deck, is kind of like, especially when it's 40 cards or so, that it gets a little, I would like more. Okay, so it's a first edition, first printing, 2012. So, okay, it's been out for a while. Maybe I didn't know about this one. So, and then I am just kind of flipping through the book and to see that there was anything that leads out at me that I could show. It has a pretty good introduction. I think it's talking about the fairy and fairy energy and using a fairy deck. What else is it saying? Card spreads, like what kind of card spreads do they use? And then it kind of seems to get in straight to the cards. And it looks like it has a very, very lengthy book and a very lengthy description of the cards. And they're all black and white. So that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Take control of your destiny with guidance with the fairy folk. Fairies are earth elements willing to speak your curiosity and revive your zeal for life. Their wish is to guide you in the ways of wisdom. Okay, in the book, how many pages is the book? It's 262, and then it gets into advertisements. 262 pages. I say the lettering is good for those who need itty bitty glasses. These are distance glasses, by the way. So for those who actually need to actually take off their glasses and read, or they need itty bitty glasses, I think this is pretty good. Like, you could read this without getting too much of an eye strain, I think. I think it's like a 12 or 14 font, so I think for those who are very concerned with that, this would be a very good deck for. And it's supposed to be like a fairy guide deck. So let's go ahead and jump into the cards. Ooh, I love the backs. The backs kind of remind me of the new tarot deck she has, which is the Animal Tarot that she has, the Paulina Cassidy Animal Tarot. It kind of reminds me of that, and I'll talk about that one here in a second. Unfortunately, I don't have that deck with me because that deck, the Animal Tarot, yeah, very Paulina. I love the back of it. The Animal Tarot is really a nice deck. Oh, not bad cardstock either. That one's a really nice deck, and it's yeah, that's the one. It's the Spirit Song Tarot. I don't have that Spirit Song with me, but it kind of reminds me. So the cardstock actually kind of reminds. It's flexible, but it isn't bad. It kind of reminds me of. This cardstock kind of actually reminds me of my Robin Wood deck. Like, it's an older. It kind of feels like an older Llewellyn cardstock. I think that she said in the book it says it was a first edition, first printing. Okay, so it's a 2012 first edition, first printing version of this deck. And this cardstock is actually really nice. This is very similar to the cardstock I have on my, like I said, on my Robin Wood deck. And that Robin Wood deck that I have is a 2008 printing. I don't know what the cardstock was then and what people thought about it then. But that one was a 2008 printing, I think. I don't know what edition it is for being a 2008 printing, but my Robin Wood deck, I felt like had a very halfway decent cardstock. It was flexible but firm. This kind of feels like the same way, flexible but firm, and it isn't too shabby. And what I actually like about this deck that I'm finding that I'm very persnickety about is I like the cursive handwriting. But you could actually read some of it on the bottom. But the only problem, I don't have the Robin Wood. The only problem I have with this font is it's like the New Times Roman font. That part I could say, I'm not too keen on the New Times Roman when you got the pretty cursive on top. However, it makes it very legible too. Like, beauty is unveiled by the lustrous light within beauty. It's pretty. Change. Expand your flexibility for change and you will enjoy the vitality of life ahead. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that art. I don't have the best lighting in here today either. This is my mom's house. This is not my house. So, choice. And I'm not going to read every single one of the cards. Clarity. Ooh. What I like about these fairy cards versus like the Brian Froud Fairy Oracle is I kind of feel like that these cards kind of give a clear message on the card. There's a little bit of that I do like as far as Oracle decks go, as far as this kind of fairy Oracle deck. By widening your circle of compassion for all of nature's creatures, your spirit will soar. Compassion. Ooh, I like that. I like the Brian Froud Fae Oracle, but I think it's a very deep system, and you really got to work into the Fae energy to really read with the deck, and you'll get Yeah, it's very beautiful images. And I think the messages on the cards are really nice. Creativity. Allowed your creativity spark to work magic. Ooh. And I think the messages on them are very nice. There might be some creative snarks about how Llewellyn decided to do the cards, but that's not Paulina's um, fault, I think. Like, I don't understand the cursive on top and the New Roman on the bottom. That to me is like, I don't understand it. Aesthetically, it doesn't jive. Whereas the art is like amazing. I think this is amazing art, and I think it's an amazing picture. Excuse me. Energy. Enlightenment. I could see this being like a single draw card or like a card draw after a reading, but I don't necessarily see how I would use it by itself in a reading. I think this would be like a really great single card draw for after a reading or something. I don't see this being like during just only this for a reading deck. Friendship. When individuals come bond cross your path, friendship is discovered. Ooh. It's pretty. Very, very pretty fairy images. And the only reason why I seem to got this deck, one is because I love Paulina Cassidy decks and artwork. But the reason why I also got this deck, it was at the psychic fair that I went to today. This deck was like $15 versus Amazon, which was like $20. And I was like, no thank you. I would rather take the $5 discount versus Amazon Prime. I'd rather take the $15 dollars than the $20 on Amazon. And honestly, if I saw this deck in the imagery for $20, I probably would not have added this in the collection. This would have been a really, really cool hermit card, though. Karma. Karma is an universal teacher sending forth lessons from past and present. I like that. Oh, I love that one for love. So cute. Magic. Yeah, I understand. I am totally understanding that. I only do, seems like I only do oracle draws after a reading too. I don't usually read too many oracle decks by itself anymore. Opportunity. Passion. Patience. I thought I was hearing something else outside the headphones. Oh, that is so pretty. Look at with those owls. Very beautiful. Rejuvenation. Sanctuary. It is very sweet. This is such a sweet deck. Serenity. I could see that being a very sweet Queen of Swords somewhere, though. Very, very sweet. Oh, Simplicity. Spirit is a flow of insight into the truer self. That is a great message. I like that one. I like that one. I have to go out and about now. Bye. Okay, bye, Lucy under the southern skies. Okay, I'm just doing a quick first impressions and walkthrough. And transformation. And the last card is wisdom. Divine inner wisdom is always available to you. There you go. I have a few snarks about not really the cards themselves. Some of it is the cards themselves, but they're not very far and few between. They shuffle nice. But I don't like the big bulky box. I think everybody kind of didn't like the old. This is kind of like that old Llewellyn box that they used to do. You know, the big bulky Llewellyn box. Kind of, nah, not for me either. The cardstock actually shuffles very nicely, though. And it's very nice and slippery. And let's see what our card draw is for tonight. Choice! Oh, let's go ahead and do that. You're in control of the choices you set before you. I love that. And let's see what the book says first, too. And then I'll go ahead with my little intuitiveness with the cards and give you a little samplet. Clarity, communication. I think this book is in alphabetical order. So we got choice. It says, it's up to you to choose how to act, what you say, and what you do. Though it may not always seem clear, you have endless choices before you. If you have set a positive goal in life, then you are in control of the choices set before you. To reach your desired destination, decisions need to be made every day, some being easier than others. If you are responsible judgment coupled with listening to your subconscious in order to do what's right, your decisions will be healthy. But if you make the wrong choices now, then fear not. It's all a part of life, learning curve, and it's happens to everybody. If you think before acting, consider every alternative of your life will run more smoothly. I'm just kind of reading ahead real quick. It's kind of I'm not saying it's redundant, but there's a little bit of redundancy I find in some of her writing that I felt like it kind of cycles a little bit. A little redundant things like, okay. So what is the message there, Paulina? I like choice, but what is the message? I know it's all about decisions and opportunities and pathways, but what's the choice I need to make? Sometimes that does have a hard time. I have a hard time with Oracle books with. If you want to know why I snark about Oracle card books, that's my snark. It's like they cycle in the word choice and how you could spin the word choice all the time, but it's like, but tell me the juice. Tell me the tea. Tell me the tea that is need to be spoken. It's okay. Reflections of choice is the next part of the thing, or the writings. So it is the Faerie of Choice is surrounded by flowers representing the choices before her. Not all choices are easy in an array of light. Okay, that sounds very sounds like what I just read, so I'm not gonna read anymore, and I'm gonna intuitively go ahead and intuitively do this deck. So choice, and you're in control of the choices set before you. I would say that if I was doing a general reading for all y'alls, which is true, I'm doing a general reading for all y'alls, I would say that you have a decision to make yourself better, or you stay behind, or you have a choice to um, improve or not improve, or you have a choice of staying or going. Just choice is kind of. I, I guess I am not so keen on some of this as a single card draw either, because I would love to have a full reading. Maybe I'll pull a second card on top and see if there will be cleaning. Oh, choices and healing. So let me go ahead and read this together then, because I feel it. I feel it. A healthy body thrives on a constant flow of balanced energy. Healing. Okay, so I will go ahead and read this because I'm energetically feeling like this is a better substantial juice than what I was reading before. So choices and healing. You could choose to heal yourself in the more positive life, or you could choose to heal yourself in a more negative life. What are you choosing in yourself that you want to heal? Is your physical body, spiritual body, mental body? What is it that you need to heal? And it's the choice is yours. You could either stay where you've been in a rut, spiritual rut, or you can choose to bring yourself forward and take the actions that you need to do to heal yourself. Like, for an example, if it's a choice for your physical health and well-being, then you need to make those proactive physical choices to make yourself better. If it's a mental health or a mental well-being, then make those choices to make you better. If it's a spiritual thing, like you're going to go into bad relationships or something, then go ahead and fix what it is that will heal those relationships. Make the choice to heal yourself versus don't make the choice to not heal yourself. I think you should always choose to do or choose not to do, because if you choose not to do, then you just should. I'm not saying this to be mean, but you should always. You should not always expect somebody to rescue you if you don't want to be rescued. If you don't like constructive criticism, then you should not make the choice to heal yourself in a more positive way. If you are willing to make the choice to listen to somebody for constructive criticism, if I could talk today, then I think that it's always a good choice to listen to these advices. Like, for an example, I went to a psychic fair today and I listened to other people's constructive criticism, whether it be psychic constructive criticism, and make the choice to say I resonate with that or I don't resonate with that. And so it's always good to choice to be self-healing, but you can't force somebody to make the choice to heal themselves, whether it be spiritual healing or physical healing or mental healing. There you go. Or you can't force it on others too. You can't force somebody else to make the choice to heal themselves either. So there you go. I'm going to throw that out there. So I guess I like these cards okay, but they're not as like my favorite as far as oracle decks go. And I think they're beautiful. I love Paulina Cassidy's work. I don't necessarily like the font choices that they did for this and the card layout for this deck, but I really love the artwork for sure. It's definitely a pretty deck. It's definitely pretty cards, pretty deck. And they shuffle beautifully. They kind of remind me of my old Robin Wood Tarot, how they shuffle. They've shuffled very beautifully. And they're very sweet. Oh. And I love the backs. The backs are like to die for. Friffy to die for. And I understand that Kelly's on, so I might have to boot off here for a little bit because I shouldn't be talking when Kelly's talking. But it's okay. At least I did an unboxing for everybody, and I wanted to unbox my latest deck. And so, there we are. And I'll probably do some live readings, maybe not tomorrow. I'm thinking, like, when would I be able to do live readings? Probably not tomorrow. I probably can't do it tonight either. I just kind of got home from a psychic fair. I'm just trying to think of when I could do probably live readings next. Maybe Wednesdays might be a good live reading days. Maybe not even Wednesdays. I don't even know when would be a good live reading time and date. But I'll figure it out, and it might be more midday stuff because I could do better midday live readings. But that might be good in the end because I might get all the European crowds too. So I'll figure it out, like when would be an appropriate time to do live reading time. And because sometimes it seems like no time is good live reading time sometimes for me. So I'll figure it out and I'll do that voodoo I do so well. I love you all, and I'll see you another time. Blessed be.